In December of 2018, Max Marvin took his own life. The fact that he took his life was tragic and shocking to everyone who knew him. Max made the world a better place while he was here. He was one of the rare people who, even as a teenager, had a dynamic and magnetic personality. Those closest to him want to make the world a better place after he is gone. Shortly after Max passed away, the Max Foundation was launched with the goal to strive for mental wellness among our young people by drawing attention to mental health issues so that young people can find the help that Max did not. And in accomplishing that goal, honor the memory of
Generally speaking, water is a better fluid to use to rehydrate with. A big part of the importance of hydration is hydrating before the race rather than during the race. So, the hydration before a long distance race in particular really starts the day before the race, probably those 24 to 36 hours before the race to be completely hydrated.
Brewpub Lots and Lots of Pizzas are made in the heart of America's Dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every Brewpub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of Brewpub pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brewpub Lots and Lots of Pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
In December of 2018, Max Marvin took his own life. The fact that he took his life was tragic and shocking to everyone who knew him. Max made the world a better place while he was here. He was one of the rare people who, even as a teenager, had a dynamic and magnetic personality. Those closest to him want to make the world a better place after he is gone. Shortly after Max passed away, the Max Foundation was launched with the goal to strive for mental wellness among our young people by drawing attention to mental health issues so that young people can find the help that Max did not. And in accomplishing that goal, honor the memory of this captivating young man, Max Marvin.
It's a network of great clients, great shareholders, great business partners, and great nonprofits as well, who we seek to benefit.
I just think of partnerships. I think all the ways that there's collaboration and work together, and whether that's helping out customers who need financing, whether that's helping customers find the right home, whatever it is. I just think of all these different things that we're helping out the community with, and that can be customers, that can be nonprofits, all those different partnerships that we have.
People ask me how they know if they have arthritis. Arthritis is a diagnosis that we make in the office after we check x-rays, an exam, and take a history from a patient.
The most common symptoms of arthritis are some diminished range of motion of a joint stiffness, pain with use and motion, limited activity of what they can do compared to what they used to be able to do with that particular joint.
Brewpub Lots and Lots of Pizzas are made in the heart of America's Dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every Brewpub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of Brew Pub Pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brew Pub, lots and lots of pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
In December of 2018, Max Marvin took his own life. The fact that he took his life was tragic and shocking to everyone who knew him. Max made the world a better place while he was here. He was one of the rare people who, even as a teenager, had a dynamic and magnetic personality. Those closest to him want to make the world a better place after he is gone. Shortly after Max passed away, the Max Foundation was launched with the goal to strive for mental wellness among our young people by drawing attention to mental health issues so that young people can find the help that Max did not. And in accomplishing that goal, honor the memory of this captivating young man, Max Marvin.
Hockey's a very unique sport. I would say it has this blend of toughness and athleticism, but by and large, really creativity. You have lots of great athletes, but you don't have lots of great hockey players, and the biggest separator is what they call hockey IQ, or intelligence, and that's the ability to really process information quickly, make decisions.
I think anytime you're beginning a season or beginning a new sport where maybe you haven't been as well conditioned as later in the season or near the end of the year, that's when you're going to be most prone to overuse types of injuries. That's going to be sprains and strains and tendonitis and stress fractures. And so I think it's most important to kind of slowly ramp up into an activity and build your volume in a stepwise way instead of jumping in all at once.
Since 1933, 3 generations of Kozlaks have wined and dined Minnesotans with great food and impeccable service. Located in historic Northeast Minneapolis, Jack's is open for happy hour, dinner, and a tasty weekend brunch. With a world-class bar and a spectacular outdoor patio, your dining experience will be both memorable and delicious.
Brew Pub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brew Pub Latza Matza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brew Pub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brew Pub Latza Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
In December of 2018, Max Marvin took his own life. The fact that he took his life was tragic and shocking to everyone who knew him. Max made the world a better place while he was here. He was one of the rare people who, even as a teenager, had a dynamic and magnetic personality. Those closest to him want to make the world a better place after he is gone. Shortly after Max passed away, the Max Foundation was launched with the goal to strive for mental wellness among our young people by drawing attention to mental health issues so that young people can find the help that Max did not. And in accomplishing that goal, honor the memory of this captivating young man, Max Marvin.
But from the get-go, it was, hey, we're going to be a source of good in the community, and we got the Keystone program that we give away 10% of our profits.
It's such a core value is the philanthropic piece of this, and whether it's Hope Kids or ETS or Whispers of Hope, the Grief Club, basically it set out that this is something that it's a part of what you do. And
water is a better fluid to use to rehydrate with. A big part of the importance of hydration is hydrating before the race rather than during the race. So, the hydration before a long distance race in particular really starts the day before the race, probably almost 24 to 36 hours before the race to be completely hydrated.
Brewpub Lots of Matzo pizzas are made in the heart of America's dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every Brewpub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of Brewpub pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brewpub Lots of Matzo pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
Good evening and welcome to Warroad, Minnesota. Peter Odney, Tony Scott from the Max rivalry game between Warroad and Roseau. How you doing tonight, Peter?
I'm great. I'm ready to get our second game of the night kicked off. Hopefully we get a little bit more of a battle than we did in the girls' game. Warroad coming out with a 7-1 victory over Roseau, hoping for a better ball game.
Should be good. Both teams have had quite a bit of success this year, which is to be assumed in these traditional rivalries, traditional teams. I don't know. There's only one team who has more state championships, that's Edina, than Roseau. So to be expected, they'll be very good this year. They've had a struggle in the middle part of the season. The Rams did. You sat down and talked to Coach Lund.
Greg Lund. There you go.
And what did you learn from it?
I learned that this is a team that's still kind of finding their identity, but like every Roseau team, you seem to find a guy. You lose a guy like Max Strand, Mr. Hockey last season. What do? You replace him with a player like Tanner George, who's on pace for over 50 points this year. He had 17 last year. Roseau is so good at finding these little gem players in the rough. Greg Lund had some nice things to say about Tanner George in addition to Noah Ernest and maybe a couple of other players.
Noah Ernest has got 40-plus points already.
He does. He's a known commodity. That's why the Tanner George angle is a little juicier, as the kids might say.
From a junior perspective, is there any more hot commodity between Noah Ernest and Jackson Nevers at Edina right now?
I couldn't tell you.
We're going to see him tonight for the first time this year. We've seen plenty of Jackson already.
We will. We'll throw it now to an interview with our Roseau coach, Greg Lund. We're here with Roseau Rams head coach Greg Lund heading into tonight's game with the Warroad Warriors. Coach, a 4-game losing streak followed by 6 straight wins. What's been so different for the Rams since that losing streak?
Well, I think our work ethic was a little bit low on for the 4-game losing streak, and we had some tougher competition. We were on the road there, but the boys got it together. We had a good home tournament, and things have been going our way, and here we are.
You lose Max Strand, Mr. Hockey, last year. You might think that scoring could be a bit of an issue, but it looks like you found a gem in Tanner George. He is on pace to score over 50 points this year after totaling 17 last season. What's it been like to watch him break out this year?
Yeah, no, Georgie's been doing very well for us, along with Noah Ernest as well. But yeah, we lost a lot of scoring, Max Strand and quite a few other guys. But we got guys that have been picking it up for us, and so far so good.
Roseau Warroad has always been kind of a special time up here in this area of the state, but you add the Max Foundation influence and the Max rivalry to the mix. What is it about this game and this atmosphere that makes it so special?
Well, Max's parents, I was good friends with the parents, and so yes, this is very special to me and for a lot of people around here. It's as you can see, it's gonna be a packed house, and it maybe would have been a full house maybe anyway, but with this what's going on with the Max Foundation deal, it's just makes it a big special night for everyone.
It certainly is a special night for everybody. That's Roseau head coach Greg Lund. The Rams take on the Warriors at 7:30 tonight on Youth Hockey Hub.
All right, we're back here after an interview with Coach Lund. A lot of praise for Noah Ernest. I think that's a continuing theme for the Rams. What are some other themes, keys for them to win this game?
What I would keep an eye out for the Rams, limiting shorthanded opportunities for Warroad. It's a battle between 15 goals shorthanded or 14 goals shorthanded, depending on which source you believe. So no chances for Warroad while they're killing penalties.
Isn't that weird to say? Don't go on the power play. Can they decline?
Don't go on the power. Just decline. Just go 5-on-5.
All right.
Take care of the puck in the neutral zone. This Warroad team loves to capitalize in transition. You got to take care of the biscuit between the blue lines. And I want to see some production from Roseau's third line. Jimmy Jocks, Brennan Johnson, and Logan Hedlund. I believe Hedlund and Jocks are still looking for their first goals of the season. Johnson's got 3 goals. I want to see a little production out of line 3.
Yeah, to pull off a win over Warroad today, they're going to have to, like you talked earlier in the girls' game, they're going to have an unconventional third line or second line contribution today for them to win.
That's all I got. Those are my keys to the game. Hopefully they're key enough to unlock the door.
We'll be back in just a minute. We're a word on the Warroad Warriors.
It's a network of great clients, great shareholders, great business partners, and great nonprofits as well, who we seek to benefit.
I just think of partnerships. I think all the ways that there's collaboration and work together, and whether that's helping out customers who need financing, whether that's helping customers find the right home, whatever it is. I just think of all these different things that we're helping out the community with, and that can be customers, that can be nonprofits, all those different partnerships that we have.
People ask me how they know if they have arthritis. Arthritis is a diagnosis that we make in the office after we check x-rays and exam and take a history from a patient.
The most common symptoms of arthritis are some diminished range of motion of a joint stiffness, pain with use and motion, limited activity of what they can do compared to what they used to be able to do with that particular joint.
Brewpub Lots of Matzo Pizzas are made in the heart of America's Dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every Brewpub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of Brewpub pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brewpub Lots of Matzo Pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
We're back live for the Max rivalry game between Warroad and Roseau here from the Warroad Gardens. Tony Scott and Peter Rodney. Before we get into a little bit about the Warriors hockey team, let's talk a little bit about what they're doing. They're hosting today the Max rivalry. Got a little swag.
Very fetching sweatshirts.
From the, I love the white sweatshirt, by the way. I got one for a friend of mine, too, back at home. So I'm going to win over some friends. Let's talk a little bit about the Max Foundation and what a donation, if you went to their website, would look like.
Well, so it sounds like they raised a lot of money tonight. I believe the 50-50 raffle, half of that would go to the Max Foundation. So at last I heard, it was just under $900.
Well, they're going to raise a whole lot more than that. I brought checks from anonymous donors for north of $20,000 alone. Just people knew that we were coming up here. So it's been a very successful evening for the Max Foundation. I'm excited to participate with them as an owner of Youth Hockey Hub and a partnership with the Max Foundation. The programs that they support are fantastic. Let's talk really quick before we go to interview with
just a couple of keys to the game before Warroad. Goalie. It all starts with Hampton, Slukinski, and Net. He's played every minute this season. Don't be afraid to rely on that goaltender, Warroad. Use your size in the offensive zone. I'm looking for players like a Gabi Boucher, maybe a Logan Thompson to lay the lumber around the red line and let the Rams know, keep your head up coming through the neutral zone. Take care of business at home. It's a big game. It's a rivalry game. You don't want to disappoint your home crowd. Take care of business at home.
I think that was a fantastic assessment of Warriors. I think one of the keys is for them to keep their cool if the game gets a little bit heated, because it will. I've been to this game a few different times. It can get hot. And if the Warriors lose their cool, they could find themselves down 3-on-5 a few different times, and that's when the Rams are going to take over. Let's take a look at the interview you did with Coach Hardwick. I'm interested to see this one.
We're here with head coach Jay Hardwick of the Warroad Warriors boys team. The boys will take the ice right after the girls finish their game. Jay, your team looks pretty bulletproof on paper, 11-0, big winning streak. What would you say is your team's weakness if you had to pick one?
I think just, committing to defense all the time. I think, sometimes we've obviously scored a lot of goals and, we start scoring goals and guys think that it's just going to be point night and we get a little loose defensively and then, mistakes happen. And I think it's just, I've been trying to tell them that, we keep playing good defense. We're going to score goals. There's no doubt about that. It's just, but we need to commit to doing that all the time, not just some of the time.
You said, speaking of committing to something, Hampton Slukinski, your goaltender, you said he's pretty committed to providing a business-like attitude both on and off the ice. What does he mean to this team, maybe off the ice, in terms of setting the tone?
Yeah, I think, the business-like is a perfect way to describe it. I mean, he's all business, in the locker room and on the ice, whether it's practice or it's open hockey or whatever it is. He brings the work ethic every single day, and it doesn't matter, when it is. He wants to stop the puck. He wants to, compete and not let anyone score on him. And I think that's good for us because it makes our guys better, it makes him better. So I think just the workman-like example that he sets for everybody, he kind of, sets that tone where I'm going to be the hardest working guy out here, and I expect everybody else to do the same thing.
Obviously, it's a big night. It's Roseau night. It's also Max rivalry night in line with the Max Foundation. What is it like to be a part of something like this where there's so much going on away from the game itself?
Yeah, it's crazy. I walked in about halfway through the girls JV game, and I couldn't believe the number of people here. It's great that both communities can get together and support such a great cause. Obviously Max played for me. It means a lot to me. And it's great that we can continue his legacy and help people that really need help.
It's Max rivalry night here at the Warroad Gardens. Warroad Roseau boys will be on deck after the girls finish their game. That's head coach Jay Hardwick of the Warroad Warriors.
In December of 2018, Max Marvin took his own life. The fact that he took his life was tragic and shocking to everyone who knew him. Max made the world a better place while he was here. He was one of the rare people who, even as a teenager, had a dynamic and magnetic personality. Those closest to him want to make the world a better place after he is gone. Shortly after Max passed away, the Max Foundation was launched with the goal to strive for mental wellness among our young people by drawing attention to mental health issues so that young people can find the help that Max did not. And in accomplishing that goal, honor the memory of this captivating young man, Max Marvin.
We're back live for the starting lineups and anthem. There'll be a commemorative puck drop. 80 U.S. Olympian Dave Christian, one of 4 men in this town who had their number retired, will drop the puck. Flew up today on the Marvin jet with the 2 of our staffers. Here are the anthem. Here are the Warrior starters. I could probably do this one in my head, back of my head. Hammer Slukinski.
On defense, the junior, number 25, Ryan London. On defense, the senior, number 2, Eric Klopstock. And left wing, the junior, number 22, Mary Marvin Cordes. And right wing, the senior, number 17, Jason Chalamet. And at center, the junior, number 18, Kirsten Pilgrim. Hockey fans, tonight's mini warrior joining the team is John Paul Herron. The Warriors are led by head coach Jay Hardwick. Scott Knudsen, Dane Chalamet, and son Chalamet. Hockey fans, this evening's officials, a referee. Piper, Phil Stodgel, linesman Sean Story, and Sean Bang. Now, hockey fans, I'd like to request that please stand, remove your caps, and face the colors of our country located at the south end of the arena. Performing this evening will be the Warroad High School Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Jared Eastfold.
I gotta admit, the Warroad band with one of their more impressive versions of the national anthem there.
No, certainly one of the longest. With the preamble.
Heading to center ice are the Roseau varsity girls hockey captains. Summer Bufflin, Lily Erickson, Jasmine Hovda, Gina Pulowski, and Sam Peterson. Also joining them at center ice will be the Roseau varsity boys captains, Noah Ernest, Keegan LaPlante, and Aaron Wenslow. Also joining will be Max Foundation board representatives Conway Marvin and Paula Hedlund. The week before Christmas, the Roseau boys and girls high school hockey programs teamed up to sell t-shirts to mental health awareness. All proceeds from these t-shirt sales were donated to the Max Foundation. The Roseau boys and girls teams were able to raise $1,404, and along with matching funds from Max Marvin's family, this donation totaled $2,808. Along with mental health awareness, the Max Foundation supports Project 11 within the Roseau School. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a thunderous thank you to the Roseau boys and girls hockey teams. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the red carpet at center ice. Joining us this evening for the ceremonial puck drop is Warroad's very own David Christian. Let's give him a warm Hockey Town USA welcome. As most everyone knows, Dave has an impressive hockey career. In college, he played for the University of North Dakota Fighting Sioux and was a member of the 1980 Miracle on Ice Olympic hockey team. Dave spent parts of 15 seasons in the National Hockey League with the Winnipeg Jets, Washington Capitals, Boston Bruins, St. Louis Blues, and Chicago Blackhawks. His World Warrior number 10 jersey was retired in 2019 and proudly hangs here in the Gardens rafters. Dave has always been known to give back to Warroad in meaningful ways. Tonight is no exception as he commemorates the first Max rivalry night in back-to-back matchups between the Warroad and Roseau High School girls and boys hockey teams. We'll have the captains join Dave at center ice. Okay, hockey down. Let's make the old fashioned looking for the hockey.
All right, the pomp and the circumstance have all been completed. Now we're going to play some hockey here from Warroad. If I step down on Peter's cord long enough, he may never be joining me on the broadcast. How you doing today, Peter?
I'm great. If you never let me join you on the broadcast, that would mean I could go grab a hot dog. Maybe one of those chicken dinners that was mentioned previously with the baked potato.
That looked good.
Thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. But I'm also thinking about hockey, and how can you not? We are in Hockey Town, USA, as the PA man will remind us throughout the course of the evening.
Every 13 to 14 seconds.
You got to admire the passion.
He's got me so dialed in on Hockey Town USA. I forgot Detroit even was.
I still think it's funny Detroit has ever claimed that.
It's one of the dumbest things ever.
Like, you're good at a production line and cars, and not anymore. So stop it.
And, like, what did they ever do to earn that title? Is it Some NHL wins?
Dominated the NHL during the original 6 days.
Did they, though?
I
don't know.
I will say
think the Canadians did.
I just finished a fabulous documentary about the mid-'90s Avalanche Red Wings rivalry.
Now that's something else.
I would highly recommend that one.
That's good stuff. All right, puck is ready to be dropped. Hallelujah. Now I need to find my sheets. And Warroad gets the puck off the draw. Roseau dumps it in now after a quick turnover. Jake Queen, big right-handed D, chips it in. He's got a goal and 11 assists. Here is one of the better passers in, I would say, U20 hockey.
North America?
I think you're going to see Jason Shagabay in the World Juniors someday, just based on how he passes that biscuit. It's different, absolutely different. All right, that's Queen. Flips it to Noah Ernest with a quick shots. Pad save, snapping it down was Hampton Slukinski.
Good back check by Carson Pilgrim to knock that rebound out of harm's way.
And now chasing it down is Tanner George, who we mentioned a bunch in the pregame show.
6 foot, 175 pounds. He looks like
taller
he could.
than 6 feet to me.
Looks like he could end up on a NOL or USHL roster at the end of his high school career.
Pressuring it now is Taven James. Now Tegan LaPlante gets it deep for the Rams, and I think we have a much more even contest on our hands here tonight, don't you, Peter?
Well, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. Just a couple of minutes in, both teams have had at least a minute or two in the offensive zone. Nice to see a balanced game. Hopefully the seesaw stays level.
Gavin Jensen on the draw. Junior centerman. He's got a ton of assists. When I was doing research today, 6 goals and 17 assists.
He's what they call a helper.
James feeds Henham.
Ooh,
quick shot by Lund. And a good glove save by Roseau goaltender Connor Whitekey. Whitekey.
Well, according to the line chart, it says white key.
What?
Yeah, look at the line chart. White key. See that?
Yeah, I'm going with the line chart.
Well, good on Connor
The
Whitekey.
radio guy, not the non-Bobcat guy, says it's Whitekey. I'm like, you sure? I've known him as Whitekey ever since his days back playing goalie for the Moorhead Spuds in his Pee-wee days. You remember that state quarterfinal, don't you?
I do. I have a note written down next to Connor's name. It says good in big games.
Yes. Could this be one of those big games? Getting it deep is Jake Queen. Spelled Kvien. 80%. Same guy who told me Whitekey said it's Queen and not Kaveen.
It is Queen on the line chart.
Oh, good. Good. Thank you. All right. Held in nicely by Broden Honfett, one of the Honfett twins. Fed in front, one-timer from Pilgrim to Shagabay. And it's held in by Honfett. Slapper. Whitekey with a glove save.
Boy, Whitekey not showing any fear against these Ryan Lund slap shots. He can be pretty intimidating when he winds up.
What do you say, Carson Pilgrim? Just beat Whitekey glove hand side. Nothing he could do about it. What a nice pass across from his uncle, Jason Shagabay.
What was that old show back in the day, Family Ties?
Yeah. And what did I say about passing?
Said he was okay at it.
He's very good. And they just get rid of it so quickly. That's what I like about this line. They're offensive, at least stellar.
Hockey Town, USA goal scorer by number 18, Carson Pilgrim, with an assist from number 22, Marvin Cordes. Pilgrim from Marvin.
It was Cordes with the pretty pass. I just want to shower praise to Jason. It was really Murray Marvin on the pretty pass. It looked a lot like a Jason pass. I apologize to you, Murray Marvin.
Yeah, your favoritism is forgiven.
Yes. Back to the point. Ballard, yes.
Big block.
Ballard, related to Keith Ballard, cousin. Eli Wensloff. Gets it in, chasing it down. James Rister goes off of a stick. Ski jumps into the netting for a whistle with 13:13 to go. That would have been one of my keys to the game, is Roseau getting out early. And Warroad just put an end to that key. James wins the draw. Back to Watson. Quick shot by Lund. Ryan Lund, never shy to shoot the puck, ever.
He's got 3 shots so far.
I mean, since like Mites, that kid just fires it, and he fires it hard. Got a little brother Connor who's starring on that Pee Wee A team, who's God, they got to be first, second, or third in the state. Staff rankings came out yesterday. Is today Tuesday?
Today is Tuesday.
Yesterday they came out. That seems like about 5 days ago.
I told somebody today, have a great weekend.
Don't make me laugh.
As if you needed an indication, my brain was pea soup at this point.
Yeah. They were busy as an move in from Fort Frances, Ontario. Not far from here. I believe it's on the other side of the border near International Falls and not from Badette. So it's quite a ways.
I think Fort Frances, their high school program, has certainly
or maybe it's
come down.
Maybe it's Lake of the Woods. I'm not sure.
But Fort Frances has played Minnesota teams virtually every year.
Yeah, here comes Shagabay. Oh, he stops, feeds Pilgrim backdoor. And it's 2-0. Now can I say what a good passer Jason Shagabay is?
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Jason Shagabay, arguably one of the best passers in North America, shows his skill.
Never said he wasn't.
And it's starting to look like one of the things that I noticed about Roseau's schedule is when they play teams with winning records or good teams, like a Moorhead, for example, they don't do as well. When they play teams that are average, they do fine. And they're playing a Tanner George cut off, tracks crowd. Tanner George cut off, tracks crowd. He goes a little bit of mite hockey on that one, turned it into a 1-on-5, and even the best can't succeed there. Now racing through is Lundbaum. He's bumped a little bit by a nice hustling Will Hardwick, son of the Warriors, a true Warrior. Gabi Boucher, number 11.
Does that name carry any weight around these parts?
A little bit. Grandpa, I met Gabi for the first time with Grandpa Henry at the state tournament 3-4 years ago.
Gabi, an accomplished wide receiver.
I think he can play any position you want. Shot on, good save, Woike. Still in front, another save, Woike. Now bringing out is Lundbaum, Preston Lundbaum. Senior, feeds it, shot. Nice save by the Hammer. Rebound stopping Lundbaum, point blank.
I know he did his best there, but you'd like to see Ballard just don't catch and shoot, just shoot. Just one time that thing in the slot.
Dust it off a little bit?
Oh, he caught it and turned his blade and then shot.
Yeah, the dusting is always a little bit troublesome. He did have time, though. A lot of times you don't even have time.
But even if you have time, don't you want to surprise the goalie a little bit?
There is a lot of media here besides the Youth Hockey Hub, wouldn't you say?
A lot of cameras.
A lot of cameras. It's just great to see. Here comes James.
Oh, no.
Taven James beats Wojcicki.
Uh-oh.
And the sophomore gets his 11th point of the year, his 3rd of the season. I was just going to say before he did it, he had a lot of deception on that shot. It's so much deception it beat Wojcicki. And
Goes off Wojcicki's glove.
8 minutes in, and it's 3 rip.
Is Roseau going to call a timeout here? Yes, they are.
Now we're going to look at the other goaltending options.
Atreyu Jones.
Atreyu Jones is 3-0. I'm guessing that's going to be in some of their lesser games with a .885 goals against save percentage and a 1.9 goals against. That looks like a guy who plays in the lesser games numbers. I don't think we're going to see a goalie change. Do you think so, Peter?
No, I don't think we'll see a goalie change, but I do like this move by Greg Lund to call timeout.
Yeah.
Settle everybody down. Hey, here's the deal. It's 3-0. There's 9:20 to go in the first period. Is it great? No. There's a lot of time left here. You get one. You got to get one before you get two. You got to get two before you get three. Chip away at it. You got 2.5 periods to go. No panic. No panic in this group.
Well, there's a lot of celebration going on right now in Hockey Town. They've outscored the Roseau girls 10-1 in 3.5 periods of hockey. And the referee just...
What are you chuckling at?
Well, the referee just said, no, you can't bring your group out. Right as he's going to drop the puck, and the Roseau bench is like, what? What are you talking about? Here comes Henham. Played a lot last year. Second and third line role. That's going to be an icing on Deegan Watson.
Is it just me or does it look like there's a ton of room behind the net?
I think it does.
On either side. That just looks like you could, oh my gosh, you could open a boutique in there.
Little campfire.
You could open a rent-controlled boutique behind the net.
I would put a coffee shop down there.
I could go for a
drive-through
window.
Little drive-through window.
Go for a cup
there.
of coffee.
Call it Hammers.
Or call it
Connors. You got to come up with
Connors.
something really cool, like with a coffee name.
Some nifty skating there.
Marie Marvin Cordes. For the last time, his last name is pronounced Cordes. Hate these people who try to correct our research staff. I talked to mother Kathy Cordes today. It's over. It's Cordes.
Mom might not have the final say, though.
Oh.
With Larry Olam, I always go with Grandma's opinion.
Grandma? Yeah, well.
I feel like Grandma trumps Mom.
I get trumped on that all the time, and I think there are people on our podcast who try to correct me on that. And those people who wouldn't know Kathy Cord is from a
stick of wood.
Stick of wood. I like that. Here comes Ernest again. Chips it.
My gosh, he can really fly. He can really fly.
He's got. See that acceleration? My memory of Ernest has always been Jensen and Ernest coming to the Gopher camps and playing in the Bantam Elite Leagues.
The white helmets.
Challenge, the white helmets, and they could fly. And their IQ has always been just incredible. Lund feeds it off the wall to Shaga Bay. Thinks once, finds a second receiver. Cordes off the side of the net. Comes high to Lund. Lund saucers it to Pilgrim. Lund can't hold it in, and the Rams are able to clear it out. That's Jake Halverson, who's got 20 points on the season.
All 5 Warriors caught below the dots right now.
Yeah. Here's Shaga Bay. Look at that. It's nice. That looked offside to me. Tanner George feeds Ballard. He's got a little bit of Keith Ballard in him, doesn't he? In front, shot, one-timer. Jensen tries the wraparound. Hammers a nail in front of the door.
Well, if you can expect anything, it's that Hampton Slukinski is going to treat this game even up 3-0. It's business as usual. That's something Coach Jay Hardwick harped on so much during our pregame interview, is that Hammer, he treats every practice, every workout, every stretching session like his last. He doesn't like the guy scoring in practice.
I sat down with him Saturday night here at the Gardens, and when I got done with talking to Hammer, my first takeaway was that was not an 8 hockey dad who'd already played, his Division I hockey and, 11 years pro. That's what it sounded like. Felt like he knew the game. When he gave answers to like his pick'ems and answers, it was like, wow, I could have never done that.
Forethought, speaking in full paragraphs.
Yeah. Super nice to his brother. He could have ripped Grant all day long. He never took a shot at him. I pushed him, though. I was asking him about all the puck shooting when they were kids, and I said, what's the over-under on how many times he hit you in the head? I got it at 50, and he's like, oh, it's definitely under. And then how many times, then I said, what's the over-under on how many times he tried to hit you in the head? And he said, I think it's like 4. I mean, that's just nice. 4 times.
I don't believe that
Head
for
shot.
a second.
Long rebound off the Hammers.
Juicy rebound.
Mallet.
Rams unable to capitalize.
Nice feed, knocked down. Now it's chance. Guess who? Ernest. Goal! Tanner George off a loose rebound. All set up by Noah Ernest's speed.
What a finish from Tanner George. Johnny on the doorstep, right around that crease, and he deposits. No panic, didn't try to do too much with it, just whacked it in.
He flipped that right over his shoulder, the only place he could put it.
Right now, Greg Lund telling his guys, all right, we got 1, now we get 2. Now we get 2. Still not worried about that 3 spot.
The strategy of your 1, 2, 3 is like it's so hard on Hammer. But he did give up 4 goals in kind of garbage time on Saturday night. So, again, tough situations when you get those big leads to keep your composure.
Well, if you're going up against a goaltender like Slukinski, you're going to have to get some of those garbage goals. Those loose pucks, they got to be yours.
Yep, I agree. That's where it's all going to start. Winning the 50-50s, right?
You got to make those 50-50s 51-49s.
Mm-hmm. I hope Ernest got credit for an assist on that because he's the one who made that thing happen.
Well, even if he didn't, he'll sure get credit for it during practice.
Ernest and Jensen reunited. They've been separated on the line chart. They're together now. Here comes Ernest again. To George. George dangles. He hangs on to it. Trouble. Shot hits some traffic in front. George again. Ernest with it. He'll cycle it. Oh, I thought he would cycle it. Now he gets it on the stick of George. Oh, nice play to Ballard. Ballard on the tip play to Ernest. They're buzzing right now, Peter.
It's the same line. They got to capitalize, though, because if they don't, they just wasted a lot of energy.
Here's a long bomb. Can he do it? Oh, it had topspin on it, not backspin. He tried to back that thing up and couldn't make it happen.
Is that what you call a draw shot in golf? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Or is it a flop?
I would think I'm using more for tennis, He's trying to have a little bit too much spin on it.
I prefer the far more accessible world of golf as opposed to tennis.
Either one. It didn't work. Back to the point. Queen, low shot on net. Rebound. There's that 50-50 we're begging for.
That 50-50 we're begging for. And I got to tell you, Ryan Lund, you're going to be that big. Knock that guy down. Don't let him come near that puck.
Listen to Coach Peter. I love it. Poking it through. Here comes Johnson. Nice feed in front. LaPlante inches away from making it 3-2. Look at this. Here comes Pilgrim. He likes his goals.
Oh, what a play.
What a play. Gavin Jensen, right?
No.
Or was that
No, that was Clint.
Clint.
Clint with a gorgeous poke check. He does it without drawing a penalty.
Fantastic play.
That's one of those plays that's not going to end up on the score sheet. Nobody's going to know what happened unless you saw it, but that is going to pay major dividends in the second and third periods.
I don't see his brother Anton making a play like that, do you?
I see him making more plays like that.
Really?
Yes.
Really? All right.
Yes.
Anytime you get Anton Clint sighting named in the game, it's like success. Back to the point. Quick wrist shot, fanning on it. That's Eric Comstock.
I love watching Comstock shoot. It's like watching a Jack in the Box.
Holding it is Ballard. Alex Ballard's a nice player. And he would be a nice player if his name was Alex Johnson. Has nothing to do with his last name. Good play there, George. He's really come along. I don't believe he's 6 feet. I think he's bigger than that.
I think he's looking 6'2" right now.
Yeah, he is, isn't he? James. Boy, James was in a I could get killed spot there, and he didn't. He's lucky he didn't get hammered there. You know, he took one too many dribbles with it, and he's along the sideboard, and the Roseau player did not finish him off. Here comes Lund. His pocket is picked. Ernest, the right guy you want. Here comes the hammer.
You know, here's the deal, though. I'm okay with Tanner George not, quote-unquote, finishing that hit. One of the Roseau players is coming off for a line change. Let's say Tanner goes for that hit and misses. All of a sudden, it's a 5-on-3 before they can get that defender out.
Ernest, little breakaway, cuts in, shot. Pad save hammer. Holy smokes. You got some athleticism out here tonight. Holding it. Oh, look at that. Holy smokes, is that a nice play.
By Whitekey or Shagabe?
Shagabe and Pilgrim. That play was not something you'd see in the Metro, ever. Ever. The center feed tip. That was straight out of the pros. High feed shot. Gets caught. That was Halverson's shot. It hit something. Did it go out of play or get caught in a quick?
It went out of play. I think Halverson caught it. He looked up. He realized he had a direct lane to the net. I think he gripped his stick just a little too hard. Still got the shot on net, but I don't know if it went where he wanted it to.
We've had a lot of pomp and circumstance here tonight. Lots of money donated to the Max Foundation. You can still make a donation tonight. Plenty of corporations ready to double your contribution tonight. At least 3 of them. So go to the Max Marvin Foundation is the easiest way to find that on the web. There is another Max Foundation like in Seattle, I think. Firing it. Oh, we're going to get a penalty. I think this one's going to be on Roseau's Tanner George.
It is. Uh-oh.
What's more dangerous? Warroad power play or Warroad penalty kill for scoring goals?
I would say the Warroad penalty kill.
It's close. It's close. Comstock. Firing, deflected. Back again, shot. And through the crease, backhanding it is Lund, who plays the low point or the low pivot slot.
Well, he's one of the biggest guys on the ice. You put an immovable force in front of the net.
One of the biggest guys in the state, Peter. Are you kidding? Oh, no. He could kill someone shooting that close. There should be rules against that.
He's got to get wood on it before he can kill somebody shooting
or
that
graphite.
close.
You never know. We're in Warroad. We could be a wooden stick town. It's a wooden stick town. Wow, this is something else. Roseau's a little bit on their heels right now.
Well, it's sure fun to watch this power play work, though.
Comstock, 1:05 to go in the power play. Minute to go in the period. Comstock, wrister.
Oh.
Wyatt Kaiser's first cousin rips one home, and it's 4-1.
Boy, Comstock had that dead to rights. Wojtke is beating himself up for him right now. Now he misread it. He misjudged. He dropped down. And now Wojtke is coming to the bench, and he just puked everywhere.
Stop it. You serious?
Yes.
That's not good.
That's not
That's a
good.
great. That's one of my best goal calls of all time.
Oh, man.
Wyatt Kaiser's cousin, and you're like, and Connor Whitegate pukes everywhere.
I think that's what happened. Other than that, if not, he just spit out a bunch of water. Hopefully Connor feels better. Atreyu Jones will take over between the pipes for the Roseau Rams. Whatever happened to the rule where you get warm-up shots on the goalie coming in?
They don't do that
not
anymore.
A rule
That's
anymore?
been gone for.
Oh, is that John Barger's
over
fault?
10 years. That's been
Barger's
gone for
fault?
years. They don't even do that in USA. I mean, I think that's been abolished everywhere.
man.
You know why they abolished it? Because people abused it.
Barger.
There's a way you could get a timeout. Oh, we'll bring a goal in. Do some warm-ups,
Or
get some water.
I'll dress 3 goalies.
Yeah,
and I'll
just keep changing
going.
goalies.
Oh, and now I have 4 timeouts.
Wait, there's a minute left. Let's change the goalie. I mean, it was abused. It was abused.
It was. So we'll see what happens with Atreyu going forward. I believe Whitekey has left the bench. Maybe not
27 to go.
maybe not feeling so hot down there.
No. And then when you watch your goalie lose his dinner, it's just even more depressing for the squad. They had a lot brewing there.
They still do. There's still 20 seconds to go in this period. There's still 2 periods left. It's 4-1. Let's not push the panic button just yet.
No, I'm just saying it's going to be a tough hill to climb. Oh, nice play everywhere. Oh, another 2 good saves there.
Man, I thought he had a real chance at that one.
Lundbaum gets the shutoff and then runs into the brick wall. Ryan Lund. All he did was make a legal body check there. Somebody's yelling something. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe he just wants to feel heard.
I don't know what that was. And that'll do it for the first period. Shots on goal. Roseau leads 15-11 in shots on goal. Warroad leads the most important scoreboard, and that's the goals for 4-1. We'll be back here in about 12, 14 minutes from the Gardens in Warroad.
In December of 2018, Max Marvin took his own life. The fact that he took his life was tragic and shocking to everyone who knew him. Max made the world a better place while he was here. He was one of the rare people who, even as a teenager, had a dynamic and magnetic personality. Those closest to him want to make the world a better place after he is gone. Shortly after Max passed away, the Max Foundation was launched with the goal to strive for mental wellness among our young people by drawing attention to mental health issues so that young people can find the help that Max did not. And in accomplishing that goal, honor the memory of this captivating young man, Max Marvin.
But from the get-go, it was, hey, we're going to be a source of good in the community, and we got the Keystone program that we give away 10% of our profits.
It's such a core value is the philanthropic piece of this, and whether it's Hope Kids or ETS or Whispers of Hope, the Grief Club, basically it's set out that this is something that it's a part of what you do, and everyone has a lot of buy-in and is very excited to do it.
Generally speaking, water is a better fluid to use to rehydrate with. A big part of the importance of hydration is hydrating before the race rather than during the race. So, the hydration before a long distance race in particular really starts the day before the race, probably almost 24 to 36 hours before the race to be completely hydrated.
Brewpub Lots of Matzo pizzas are made in the heart of America's Dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every Brewpub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of Brewpub pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brewpub Lots of Matzo pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
In December of 2018, Max Marvin took his own life. The fact that he took his life was tragic and shocking to everyone who knew him. Max made the world a better place while he was here. He was one of the rare people who, even as a teenager, had a dynamic and magnetic personality. Those closest to him want to make the world a better place after he is gone. Shortly after Max passed away, the Max Foundation was launched with the goal to strive for mental wellness among our young people by drawing attention to mental health issues so that young people can find the help that Max did not. And in accomplishing that goal, honor the memory of this captivating young man, Max Marvin.
To me, it's a network of great clients, great shareholders, great business partners, and great nonprofits as well, who we seek to benefit.
I just think of partnerships. I think all the ways that there's collaboration and work together, and whether that's helping out customers who need financing, whether that's helping customers find the right home, whatever it is. I just think of all these different things that we're helping out the community with. And that can be customers, that can be nonprofits, all those different partnerships that we have.
People ask me how they know if they have arthritis. Arthritis is a diagnosis that we make in the office after we check x-rays and exam and take a history from a patient.
The most common symptoms of arthritis are some diminished range of motion of a joint, joint stiffness, pain with use and motion, limited activity of what they can do compared to what they used to be able to do with that particular joint.
Brewpub Lots of Matzo pizzas are made in the heart of America's Dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every Brewpub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of Brewpub pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brewpub Lots of Matzo pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
In December of 2018, Max Marvin took his own life. The fact that he took his life was tragic and shocking to everyone who knew him. Max made the world a better place while he was here. He was one of the rare people who, even as a teenager, had a dynamic and magnetic personality. Those closest to him want to make the world a better place after he is gone. Shortly after Max passed away, the Max Foundation was launched with the goal to strive for mental wellness among our young people by drawing attention to mental health issues so that young people can find the help that Max did not. And in accomplishing that goal, honor the memory of this captivating young man, Max Marvin.
Hockey's a very unique sport. I would say it has this blend of toughness and athleticism, but by and large, really creativity. You have lots of great athletes, but you don't have lots of great hockey players, and the biggest separator is what they call hockey IQ, or intelligence, and that's the ability to really process information quickly, make decisions.
I think anytime you're beginning a season or beginning a new sport where maybe you haven't been as well conditioned as later in the season or near the end of the game in a stepwise way, instead
for happy
in a stepwise way, instead
for happy hour, dinner, and a tasty weekend brunch. With a world-class bar and a spectacular outdoor patio, your dining experience will be both memorable and delicious.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Lotta Mozza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half-pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Lotta Mozza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
Max made the world a better place while he was here. He was one of the rare people who, even as a teenager, had a dynamic and magnetic personality. Those closest to him want to make the world a better place after he is gone. Shortly after Max passed away, the Max Foundation was launched with the goal to strive for mental wellness among our young people by drawing attention to mental health issues so that young people can find the help that Max did not. And in accomplishing that goal, honor the memory of this captivating young man, Max Marvin.
I think a force for good is kind of just what it sounds like. We wake up every day, go to work, try to do the best we can, but also have in the back of our head that we're going to help people and try to make a difference in people's lives.
While it's important to do things for others, it's how you go about doing that day in and day out. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing about one team. I don't care who you are in this company. Everybody has an opportunity to make a difference and contribute to the whole piece of the pie of what we're trying to do.
I think pain that moves around, that's migratory, like, gosh, I was sore here for a couple days and now I'm sore here for a couple days. Like, migratory pain seems to be less concerning and less serious. Something that's persistent, pain that lasts more than 2 weeks, pain that seems to be resistant to other things like ice, rest, that's concerning. And anything that makes you limp is not okay. There's something wrong if you're limping. If you can't bear your own body weight on your legs, something's not right.
Jack's Cafe has been extending warm hospitality with a focus on great food for almost 100 years. Located in historic Northeast Minneapolis, Jack's has been a great venue for hockey banquets, corporate parties, weddings, and groom's dinners. With private rooms of any size, guests can have that great Jack's experience for 2 or 200. See you at Jack's.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Lotta Mozza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half-pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Lotta Mozza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
But from the get-go, it was, hey, we're going to be a source of good in the community, and we got the Keystone program that we give away 10% of our profits.
It's such a core value is the philanthropic piece of this, and whether it's Hope Kids or ETS or Whispers of Hope, the Grief Club, basically it set out that this is something that it's a part of what you do, and everyone has a lot of buy-in and is very excited to do it.
Generally speaking, water is a better fluid to use to rehydrate with. A big part of the importance of hydration is hydrating before the race rather than during the race. So, the hydration before a long distance race in particular really starts the day before the race, probably almost 24 to 36 hours before the race to be completely hydrated.
Brewpub Lots of Matzo pizzas are made in the heart of America's Dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every Brewpub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of Brewpub pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brewpub Lots of Matzo pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
In December of 2018, Max Marvin took his own life. The fact that he took his life was tragic and shocking to everyone who knew him. Max made the world a better place while he was here. He was one of the rare people who, even as a teenager, had a dynamic and magnetic personality.
We're back for period number 2. From the Warroad Gardens. Warroad in control of this one so far. Peter's got a lot of hope.
I wouldn't call it hope. I would.
You're like, oh, this game's far from over. I'm like, I don't see Warroad.
As of right now, I think it's still far from over. Warroad
Now,
gets one more, then I might throw in Let's
if there were a pedestrian goaltender in the Warroad net, if that's ever happened, I'm not sure, then I'm thinking you're right. But this hammer's tough. And this kid here, ooh, he's got his pocket picked. I like that. Shagabe goes fancy.
You talking about Halverson when you say this kid here? Halverson?
That kid, yes. Shagabe. He'll go one-on-one with Queen. Queen slows him down. Shagabe will slow it down. He likes that. Into Comstock. Quick wrister. Easy save. Now I got to get this names down. I know it's Atrio. Atrio Jones.
It's not a Treyu.
Oh,
I don't know.
I wasn't planning on calling his name today, so.
Maybe you should have.
I'm a bad broadcaster. I'm going to go Atrio.
All right.
It's going to stick with him. I'll put it on lockdown. Long feed to Lundbaum. Lundbaum in front to Jensen. That would have been no goal, correct, Peter? Now this would be a goal.
You have your delivery here.
Oh, I got my tickets from my boy. Do I owe you more money or are we good? Very good. Thaddeus Jackson. What a name. Love
It's a
that
big name.
What
It's a
year are
big
you
name.
in school? You're 2012? Fourth grade. Wow, I love it. Thanks, Thaddeus. Are these winning tickets? You're going to guarantee it, right? I appreciate that, bud. What a haircut. Wow. What a haircut. That's a 10 out of 10.
I don't think it's a haircut.
Whatever.
I think it's just a style.
Style, whatever. Yeah, he hasn't had it cut in a while. Let's put it that
That's
way.
what I'm saying.
That was good. That was really
What
good.
service? He runs it right up to the broadcast
he's got
booth.
those big brown eyes. Way better brother than his brother Q, Roderick Jackson. Although Roderick did greet me today, unlike Avon Honfed, who kind of snorts his nose at us.
Avon tried to pick a fight with me today.
Yeah, and he would win if. That's why you ran.
walked
Is that
up
why
to-
you were running?
He
laps?
walked up to me and he said 6'5", 250, huh? He has a mustache now.
When did you say that? Like on a podcast
Probably
or
like
something?
3 years ago on
Yeah.
a podcast.
They remember that stuff, don't they?
They do.
That's-
they do.
that's
it's
what
nice
makes their
It's
job
nice to know
fun.
somebody's listening.
Yeah, makes our job fun.
Tanner George hops off the ice. Looks like he's got maybe a little equipment malfunction. There goes the manager. Manager's going to grab.
Speaking of that, don't you
Little
love it when you
toolkit.
see a parent or kid and they kind of give you the, I got to tell you, I got some beef. It's
I
not
got
the
something
it's
to
not
say
the
with
negative beef. It's that kind of beef. You know, like, hey, I want to talk to you about what you said about me. In other words, they're saying thanks, right? All right, Ernest in front, off his skate, loose puck, another chance. Two good chances there in front for Noah Ernest.
Oh, Ernest right there. That pass was in a spot where he couldn't get the shot off.
Do you
Gosh,
Do you
dang.
judge shots on goal much? This is a perfect situation where shots on goal is a completely invalid
Depends on the context.
storyteller.
Depends on the context.
18 shots on goal.
They just got another freebie up there?
What?
Oh, they just added another shot up there?
Yeah. I just don't think that's valid. Look at that pass. Pilgrim can't catch it. Shot towards the net. Jones knocks it down with his blocker. Holding it. Tries to sweep it in front. Quick one-timer. Good save by Jones. And with the wraparound there was Honfit. Now a chance. Halverson. Woo! To Preston Lundbaum. And now do you have any question?
Long game. A lot of game left.
I like it. That was the save of the night.
Greg
right there.
Tinty, clip that. Greg Tinty, clip that.
Clip that one,
please.
my friend.
Thanks, Greg.
That is something else right there.
That was pretty good.
The hammer was put down on that one.
Even Justin's impressed.
Yeah.
Look at the light in his eyes.
What would he be more impressed with? That save or like a really cool camera?
What would Justin be more impressed with?
The save or the camera? The save?
I think Justin would be more impressed by organized chords.
Yeah, that too.
Like a really nice looking box of organized
Back to the
chords.
point. Ballard. One-time attempt by Wensloff. It seems like there's been a Wensloff on Roseau for the last 7 years. Uh-oh, Shaga Bay. Goal. There's the difference right there, my friend Peter Rodney.
You ever seen a kid have as much fun playing hockey as Jason Shagabay?
No.
You ever seen a kid have as much fun skating as Jason Shagabay?
No.
My goodness.
And you knew it once he got loose. Have you seen that much speed out of Jason Shagabay? He only uses it when necessary. And he did it right there. Oh, I need to explode? I'm gone. Oh, I need to go 5-0? Right there, 5-1. If I'm writing that tweet, it's Chagabay goes 5-hole to make it 5-1. I like that.
If there are
Greg
any,
Tinty.
there are any NHL scouts hanging out, I'm assuming they saw that one.
I think they did. I got several texts today from NHL scouts wanting to tune into this.
You mean several texts from one guy who used to be an NHL scout?
No, legit teams. Six total. Do you want me to name the teams?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, Tampa Bay.
Okay.
Toronto.
Not bad.
Okay.
Can you guess who
Carolina.
that was?
Chicago.
Can you guess who that one was?
Arizona. Shot on. Edmonton. And Montreal.
Wow.
Is that 6 or 7? I don't even know.
I don't know.
Back to the point. Shot off the side. Into the corner. Here's that sustained pressure by Green that's winning them the shots on goal battle. Lundy. Saucer pass to Marvin. Griffin Marvin. Now a long pass to Jensen. Jensen, nice pass. And a better save on Tanner George. Another first cousin there of Wyatt Kaiser's, Gavin Jensen.
Ryan Lund and Tanner George each giving each other the verbal business.
They should be. It's a
Getting
rivalry
away after
game.
the
Let's get
whistle.
after it, boys.
But let's get after it in a fun way.
Yeah.
Like the way that brings me a hot dog.
Or some raffle tickets like Thaddeus did. Here's Comstock. Hounded by George. Good hustle by George, I thought, on that one. Now Ballard. Hunted down by James. James was on that state tournament runner-up team a couple years ago for the Warriors. They lost to East Side. A lot of state tournament champions on the Warroad side at the youth level. Pee Wee A, you saw that one, didn't you?
I saw the Bantamate team.
Oh, you were in Duluth too?
I was.
And they beat Maple Grove, maybe? Cutting in. Jensen get tagged down. We might get a penalty shot on this.
No, we're not.
I'm just saying might. Anything's possible. Watch. Just keep your eye on that referee, Mr. Moss. Yeah, arms up, and arms down. Tripping. Hey, you never know.
But Tanner George has gotten into a war of the words with a few
Couple
Warroad players.
couple at least.
Wow.
He's not going to get invited to the summer skate over here when the ice is in.
I don't think so.
They do that. They have their skate.
You know
they
what?
do have skates, right? Where Roseau have their ice in, and sometimes they invite the Warroad kids over and vice versa.
I think he'll get invited because you know what Warroad values over personality? Talent.
Yeah. Well, he's got that, that's for sure. Here comes Ernest. Back to the point. Queen drags it to Halverson. Halverson out to Ernest, who's playing at the point on the power play. Queen gets it at the checker line. He'll bring it in, trying to hold down the fort against Shagabay. And eventually the Warriors get it, flush it down. Is this the time where we see the vaunted penalty kill goal by Warroad? If you're Hermantown, you're watching this game, you're going to study a little bit what they do. And they got uncle and nephew out there right now like sharks. See it right there? Here comes the shark. Here comes the shark. Shagaway, no, he gives it up. It's picked up by Ballard. Ballard looking for Lundbaum. Just muscles his way in. Ernest holds it. Quick shot, blocked
Boy, you had to play
nicely
there. You had to play with Wensloff dropping down if you wanted it.
by Honfit. Back to the point. Nice play. 38 to go on the power play. This is where they get in trouble. Shot.
There it
save
was.
Hammer.
There it was.
Here's your 50-50 battle in front. They didn't win. And we get a penalty. Looks like it's going to be on Roseau, just based on the guilt.
High stick. Based on the guilt and the way Shagabay's head snapped back.
I didn't see it. I got this camera in front of me. I
Oh.
couldn't see it. I could just see the guilty look on Gavin Jensen's
I was going to
face.
make a point about Warroad's unorthodox penalty kill. So Shagabay's the first forward, right? What do you always tell the first forward? Don't chase behind the net. Don't chase behind that. What does he do?
He does whatever he wants.
All of a sudden, he's behind the net. He forces a panic play by the Roseau defender. The defender's pass doesn't get out of the zone. He scoops it up.
Now we're skating 4-on-4. Ballard finds Johnson. Taken by James. Center feed to George. Deflected by Honfit. Taken away. Good hustle there. George has got it all, bro. He's got speed, too.
If he had just a split second more and just a touch more feel, he might have been able to get a better shot off.
He's got some tools. Holy smokes.
The Warriors return to full strength.
Warriors are full strength. Shagabay brings it out, getting hooked a bit by George. Shagabay to Marvin Cordes. Back to Comstock. How long is Comstock? This is like 9th year. He's been on that blue line for Jay for years.
He's a pillar on the blue line.
He is. Pops out. This is Pilgrim. He'll bring it up the far side. He'll hold it. Intercepted nicely by Ballard. Now Cordes. Shots deflected. Shagabay holds it in the corner. 9:04 to go. One timer. Not in love with that shot by Pilgrim there. They're gonna score on quick puck movement. There it is. Quick shot, a fake. We'll call it a fake shot or maybe a fan. Now good hustle by Ernest again. Man, he's got some bursts. Woo, that's potentially a slash. No call. Long feed to Shogabay. Did you see that? Wow. Shogabay flips it to himself. Now to Pilgrim. Pilgrim holds it. Looks for Murray. Rams are full strength. Quick pass. Another quick pass. Picked up Ernest. 2-on-1. There it is. Jensen and Ernest. Marvin, great back check. Great save. And a goal. Jensen to Ernest. Ernest gets his own rebound, and it's 5-2.
So that back check by Marvin Cordes, all for naught.
I know. I mean, he left right there at the bottom of the circle and was gone. And he caught him.
I give him all the credit in the world. He saw what was happening. He made a play on it, but Ernest made a better one.
That was the rebound where she finished past Hammer. And now a little life.
A lot of game left.
Little wind in the sails.
A lot of
the
game
Rams.
left.
Roseau at 8:45 in the second period. Goal to number 14, Noah Ernest. With an assist from number 9, Evan Jensen. Evan Jensen.
Offside call. I believe the linesman in tonight's game was the referee, not the linesman in the first game with the girls. Last name is Vang, V-A-N-G. Cutting in is James. James shot. Had Sunderland open. And now Tanner George brings it out. George runs out of real estate. Good defensive play by Broden Honfit. And we got a penalty on the Warriors. And the Ram fans, they're no dummies. They know they got what they got.
A bit of a late hand raise there by the official.
Dre, they're screaming. He golfs it out, and there we go. We're going to get a little bit of a power play for the Rams.
And the Warroad bench vehemently saying that Roseau had too many players on the ice and nobody caught it.
Warroad had too many, or Roseau had too many?
Roseau had too many.
Oh, okay. So we got ourselves a little bit of a game, especially goal here. Then it's like, we're talking up north hockey now, right? Old school. Rucker books tossed. You know, it's game on now. In front, good chance there.
Tony, you ever heard of what a reach is?
Oh, why is that a reach at 5'3"?
That makes it up north hockey.
No, but like it's just kind of gunslinging. Oh, they got a chance now.
Oh, what a play.
Beautiful goal. Jetson to George. It's on like Donkey Kong.
Tanner George is now neck and neck with Jason Shogaway for prettiest play of the day. A fabulous backhand pass. Ernest, he knows what to do with it. It's 5-3.
And I just said it's on like Donkey Kong, so.
You did.
I can't say that.
So now everybody knows that you're like 74.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Lund. Ooh, turned over by Comstock. Rarity. The momentum right now for the Rams is fantastic. Pass hits the ref. Now it hits a Warrior. Comstock loads the gun up. Softly chips it in. Now Wensloff reverses a good play. Halverson. Now a little 2-on-2 with Johnson.
Ooh, dangerous.
Could have been dangerous there. Now Pilgrim to guess who? Shogabay darts, feeds it back to Cordes. Cordes got Lund. Lund shot pinballs. off a couple Rams. Oh, nice little pass back to Halverson. And they'll break it out to Johnson. Johnson gains the zone. His wrister jumps off a stick. Picked up by Sunderland. Sunderland finds Shogabay. Shogabay, nice pass to Pilgrim. Pilgrim circles the net. Looks for a line mate, finds Shogabay. Shogabay saucers it to Lund. It should have been just dead offsides, but no, they called it delayed. It's a weird call, I thought. Big hit on the blue line. Now bringing his Lundbaum. Lundbaum to Ernest, who is extremely dangerous. That was close, Peter.
I told you there was a lot of game left.
You
poo-pooed it.
You're right,
You
Peter.
poo-pooed it.
You're right.
Boy, there is a contingent of Roseau youth players down there that,
Halverson.
let's just say they're super passionate about telling the referee when they're missing a call. Every 12 seconds they seem to stand up.
Games get a little loose right now. That's the way I like it. Up north hockey. Up north, baby.
How many more cliches can you jam into
It just
one
feels
period?
like
How many
they
more?
play a little bit more wide open sometimes. Oh, here comes the raffle tickets.
The Warroad Youth Hockey and the Max Foundation. The winning ticket number is 446-881. 446-881. You can claim your prize here in the scoring box.
Wow.
Did you win?
I was close.
Did you win?
I was 446.
Wow.
But I was off by a couple hundred. Now
I believe I can safely assume that if YHH had won the raffle, that we would in turn donate that money back to the Max Foundation.
I think you would have. Here comes George.
Come on, Curious George.
Big hit. I like that name for him. Now. Good play. All right, Ballard. Ballard to Mr. Dangerous. Ernest. Oh.
Oh, where are you, Lundbaum?
Oh, good chance.
Oh, there it is.
What a chance in front by Lundbaum. That thing caromed off two sticks. And right now, Atreyu Jones is becoming a storyline, don't you?
Well, he stood tall as he's had to.
Yeah, he's only allowed one goal. Share this.
He's allowed 2 goals.
Jason Shogabay beats Jones short side high like any sniper would, and it's 6-3. The school's all-time leading scorer pads that number even more.
Right now I'm staring him down because I want to see what curve he's using on that Vapor Hyperlight, because now I want to go buy one. I want to be just like Jason Shogabay when I grow up.
Because you work at your game 40 to 60 hours a week and it'll work,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Yeah.
I definitely don't only play once a week.
Or 60 minutes. Is it Hockey Town USA? I did not know that.
I think it might be.
Cutting in, James.
Oof. Watch out in the cheap seats.
So where are we at stat line for Shogabay? He's got 1 assist and 2 goals, right?
2-1, is that it?
I think so. Well, he's got 2 goals for sure, and he had a pretty assist. Comstock's got 1. Pilgrim's got 1.
Hockey fans, we have a winner in tonight's 50-50. Congratulations to Christine Reese.
Sounds like a Roseau fan won the 50-50. Sunderland gets it deep, picked off by Henham. We have a net off its moorings and a puck inside the zone with 2:31 to go.
And James scored that last goal that you were looking for. You were counting down the 6 goals scored by Warroad. You missed one. One was Taven James.
Taven. And a little repair done by the referees. Oh, and now a water bottle. We might be here for a minute. Maybe we'll go to a commercial and learn a little bit more about the Max Foundation. We'll be back in just a minute here on YHH.
In December of 2018, Max Marvin took his own life. The fact that he took his life was tragic and shocking to everyone who knew him. Max made the world a better place while he was here. He was one of the rare people who, even as a teenager, had a dynamic and magnetic personality. Those closest to him want to make the world a better place after he is gone. Shortly after Max passed away, the Max Foundation was launched with the goal to strive for mental wellness among our young people by drawing attention to mental health issues so that young people...
We're back to live action now. Net has been repaired. Gavi Boucher gets it deep. The Warroad football star. Is that fair enough to say he's a football star?
Well, I can't tell you literally anyone else who plays for the Warroad football team, so yeah.
Oh, I know that Murray Marvin played football and got a turf toe injury this year.
That's not a real injury.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Oh, listen to you.
I'm a doctor. I play one on TV.
Oh, okay. Good. Minute 55 to go here in the second. 6-3 Warroad leading. Lund. Deeks. Cuts through, chips it in. Jensen intercepted by Pilgrim. Pilgrim back in. Big save by Jones. Did he knock the net off again?
Nope, we're going to get a penalty.
Okay.
A 2-minute slash. Jay Hardwick is going to whisper some last-minute instructions.
Slash is going to be on Eli Wensloff. Minute 35 on the minor penalty to Wensloff. Noah Ernest has done a lot to impress me here tonight. Peter, you agree?
I agree. I don't think he's done anything to dissuade anybody from thinking he's...
There's a lot of good players on both these teams. That's what makes this so fun. Pilgrim. Down low to Cordes. A slapper by Comstock. Backdoor. Big save by Jones. You like that one?
Boy, I hope Eric Comstock is never a secret agent because he wouldn't be able to hold a secret. See how long that windup was? Boy, why don't you just tell the goaltender you're going to try a slap shot from the point?
Good pass there. Here's Comstock. 48 to go in the period. Pilgrim, wrister. Good save by Jones. They'll come out to neutral. They'll regroup themselves. I love how they got Ryan London right in front of the net. That's so tough to defend. Shot. Blocker save. Another shot comes through. The Rams clear it out, and the Ram fans voice their approval on that clear. Here comes Shogabay. Shogabay holds it. 7 to go. Pilgrim back to Shogabay. The Shootbirds come out. Long rebound. Could have been, but no. That'll do it for 2 periods. Shots on goal 29-22 in favor of Roseau. Warroad leading on the scoreboard 6-3. We'll be back here in about 12 minutes on YHH.
In December of 2018, Max Marvin took his own life. The fact that he took his life was tragic and shocking to everyone who knew him. Max made the world a better place while he was here. He was one of the rare people who, even as a teenager, had a dynamic and magnetic personality. Those closest to him want to make the world a better place after he is gone. Shortly after Max passed away, the Max Foundation was launched with the goal to strive for mental wellness among our young people by drawing attention to mental health issues so that young people can find the help that Max did not. And in accomplishing that goal, honor the memory of this captivating young man, Max Marvin.
But from the get-go, it was, hey, we're going to be a source of good in the community, and we got the Keystone program that we give away 10% of our profits.
It's such a core value is the philanthropic piece of this, and whether it's Hope Kids or ETS or Whispers of Hope, the Grief Club, basically it's set out that this is something that it's a part of what you do, and everyone has a lot of buy-in and is very excited to do it.
Generally speaking, water is a better fluid to use to rehydrate with. A big part of the importance of hydration is hydrating before the race rather than during the race. So, the hydration before a long distance race in particular really starts the day before the race, probably almost 24 to 36 hours before the race, to be completely hydrated.
Brewpub Lots of Matzo pizzas are made in the heart of America's Dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every Brewpub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of Brewpub pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brewpub Lots of Matzo pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
In December of 2018, Max Marvin took his own life. The fact that he took his life was tragic and shocking to everyone who knew him. Max made the world a better place while he was here. He was one of the rare people who, even as a teenager, had a dynamic and magnetic personality. Those closest to him want to make the world a better place after he is gone. Shortly after Max passed away, the Max Foundation was launched with the goal to strive for mental wellness among our young people by drawing attention to mental health issues so that young people can find the help that Max did not. And in accomplishing that goal, honor the memory of this captivating young man, Max Marvin.
It's a network of great clients, great shareholders, great business partners, and great nonprofits as well, who we seek to benefit.
I just think of partnerships. I think all the ways that there's collaboration and work together, and whether that's helping out customers who need financing, whether that's helping customers find the right home, whatever it is. I just think of all these different things that we're helping out the community with, and that can be customers, that can be nonprofits, all those different partnerships that we have.
People ask me how they know if they have arthritis. Arthritis is a diagnosis that we make in the office after we check x-rays and exam and take a history from a patient.
The most common symptoms of arthritis are some diminished range of motion of a joint stiffness, pain with use and motion, limited activity of what they can do compared to what they used to be able to do with that particular joint.
Brewpub Lots of Matzo pizzas are made in the heart of America's Dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every Brewpub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of Brewpub pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brewpub Lots of Matzo pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
In December of 2018, Max Marvin took his own life. The fact that he took his life was tragic and shocking to everyone who knew him. Max made the world a better place while he was here. He was one of the rare people who, even as a teenager, had a dynamic and magnetic personality. Those closest to him want to make the world a better place after he is gone. Shortly after Max passed away, the Max Foundation was launched with the goal to strive for mental wellness among our young people by drawing attention to mental health issues so that young people can find the help that Max did not. And in accomplishing that goal, honor the memory of this captivating young man, Max Marvin.
I think a force for good is kind of just what it sounds like. We wake up every day, go to work, try to do the best we can, but also have in the back of our head that we're going to help people and try to make a difference in people's lives.
While it's important to do things for others, it's how you go about doing that day in and day out. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing about one team. I don't care who you are in this company. Everybody has an opportunity to make a difference and contribute to the whole piece of the pie of what we're trying to do.
I think pain that moves around, that's migratory, like, gosh, I was sore here for a couple days and now I'm sore here for a couple days. Like, migratory pain seems to be less concerning and less serious. Something that's persistent, pain that lasts more than 2 weeks, pain that seems to be resistant to other things like ice, rest, that's concerning, and anything that makes you limp is not okay. There's something wrong if you're limping. If you can't bear your own body weight on your legs, something's not right.
Jack's Cafe has been extending warm hospitality with a focus on great food for almost 100 years. Located in historic Northeast Minneapolis, Jack's has been a great venue for hockey banquets, corporate parties, weddings, and groom's dinners. With private rooms of any size, guests can have that great Jack's experience for 2 or 200. See you at Jack's.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Lots of Matzo Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Lots of Matzo Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
In December of 2018, Max Marvin took his own life. The fact that he took his life was tragic and shocking to everyone who knew him. Max made the world a better place while he was here. He was one of the rare people who, even as a teenager, had a dynamic and magnetic personality. Those closest to him want to make the world a better place after he is gone. Shortly after Max passed away, the Max Foundation was launched with the goal to strive for mental wellness among our young people by drawing attention to mental health issues so that young people can find the help that Max did not. And in accomplishing that goal, honor the memory of this captivating young man, Max Marvin.
I think a force for good is kind of just what it sounds like. We wake up every day, go to work, try to do the best we can, but also have in the back of our head that we're going to help people and try to make a difference in people's lives.
While it's important to do things for others, it's how you go about doing that day in and day out. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing about one team. I don't care who you are in this company. Everybody has an opportunity to make a difference and contribute to the whole piece of the pie of what we're trying to do.
I think pain that moves around, that's migratory, like gosh, I was sore here for a couple days and now I'm sore here for a couple days. Like migratory pain seems to be less concerning and less serious. Something that's persistent, pain that lasts more than 2 weeks, pain that seems to be resistant to other things like ice, rest, that's concerning, and anything that makes you limp is not okay. There's something wrong if you're limping. If you can't bear your own body weight on your legs, something's not right.
Jack's Cafe has been extending warm hospitality with a focus on great food for almost 100 years. Located in historic Northeast Minneapolis, Jack's has been a great venue for hockey banquets, corporate parties, weddings, and groom's dinners. With private rooms of any size, guests can have that great Jack's experience for 2 or 200. See you at Jack's.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Lotta Matza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Lotta Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
But from the get-go, it was.
Generally speaking, water is a better fluid to use to rehydrate with. A big part of the importance of hydration is hydrating before the race rather than during the race. So, the hydration before a long distance race in particular really starts the day before the race, probably almost 24 to 36 hours before the race to be completely hydrated.
Brewpub Lots of Matza pizzas are made in the heart of America's Dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every Brewpub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of Brewpub pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brewpub Lots of Matza pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
We are back with period number 3. The referee's doing more surgery on the Roseau net. Another water bottle has made its way out onto the ice, being spritzed around the crease. Don't totally know what they're trying to do. We are 15 seconds into the third period. Warroad leading Roseau 6-3. The Rams will have 11 seconds of power play time to begin the third frame. They've got their quintet of goal scorers out there.
I miss something? Oh, okay. Did you call it?
Yeah. Call what?
The first
delay?
15 seconds?
No, I walked in and they were delayed.
Okay. We're here in Hockeytown, USA. For those that don't know, it's in Warroad, Minnesota. Here comes Carson Pilgrim with the shot.
That was fancy.
And for the Aaron Ness jersey, Roger Roseau. I want to thank everybody for your contributions to the Max Foundation tonight.
Holding it in is Shagabe. Gets it down low to Pilgrim. And we get an icing. And our second whistle here right out of the gate. Before we lose a lot of our audience because the score's a little bit out of reach, I got to give a quick shout out to my friend David Izzy Marvin for his work. All the people on the Max Foundation committee who've partnered with Youth Hockey Hub for things like this. The Max rivalry was everything we wanted from high school athletics, right? Rivalries, bands,
packed house, packed
houses.
parking lot.
Now we just need epic finishes.
So that means we need 3 quick goals here by Roseau.
That would be great. Someone asked me in the bathroom, "Who are you cheering for?" I'm like, I'm cheering for a barn burner every night. That's my energy. That's my food.
You know, I'm always reminded of the great quote from Dan Shaughnessy, "I cheer for myself."
It is cheering for yourself because you want a good story as a storyteller, right? Here comes Honfit. And the Rams will bring it out. Ballard looks deep to Lundbaum. There's a lot of Lundbaums here in the great city of Roseau, and Minnesota for that matter, but such a hockey name.
Very Minnesotan name.
Yeah. Andy Lundbaum, I don't know, he was 10 plus years with the Rams until 2 years ago. Our interview with Andy was one of our all-time greats. What a great personality, funny guy. West Point graduate, served the country in Desert Storm and 9/11, excuse me. It was just, what a fascinating story. And now he's a history teacher in Roseau. That's called good fortune for those kids from Roseau.
That sounds like a career arc right there.
Yeah, it is. Can you imagine if you were a student at Roseau and your teacher walks in with maybe some medals from the war and then his life experience? They probably look at it and go, "Oh,
that's cool, old guy.
That's kind of cool, old guy. Aren't you Preston's dad?" Neat.
Can
right?
Preston come over?
With the medals. Quick shot, George. 6-4, 6-4. Come on, baby. I'm cheering for me now.
Curious George gets curious about the top shelf.
And that's his second as well.
What a ripper.
I think he's going to get himself a pair of mittens for sure.
I think he is too.
Now let's see if he can get a hat to go with his mittens. You get that? You get that? I think I might toss a little Bloomington Jefferson Jake Zolzel 11 hat on the ice.
If you try to throw that, you wouldn't make it to the ice.
Are you kidding me?
No.
What, like 12 feet?
My point stands.
Come on. You're teasing me.
Yep.
This thing is like 12 pounds. That's why I wear it. It's so warm. Ernest. I love Chris Jones calling Ernest. I think that's his 4th point tonight. He's been in on every one of their goals, if not for sure 3. Here comes Pilgrim. Shot, save.
Uh-oh.
And then a goal. Speaking of hats.
Is that the 3rd for Mr. Shagabe?
Shagabe, and the hats come fluttering onto the ice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Once one goes, they all go.
A pom-pom. That does not count as a hat. That just counts as litter.
I give the people trying to throw it from behind the black netting a lot of credit.
That ain't bad. Oh my gosh.
They're still going.
And the refs just, they're like, what is that called? Hazard pay?
Time and a half.
And just when this game gets close, we get teased.
It gets taken away.
Is that your buddy right there? No?
What are you talking about?
Kyle, Calvin, Amanda's husband.
No, it's not.
Okay. I prefer the word refrain from throwing it on the ice. I learned that word in grade school, refrain.
Oh, did you?
It's got multiple meanings. You know that, obviously.
Yes, I do.
Refrain means stop, obviously, but also means do it again. Sing it again, right? Which is kind of weird.
You know what else is weird?
Here we go.
Did you know that Lincoln's secretary was named Kennedy?
It's comedy hour here from Hockeytown, USA, in case you didn't know.
They're looking for number 4 here.
There's Pilgrim. You know what? You know, you pick out a demonstratable skill for the next level, whether it be for college or pro. Carson Pilgrim's demonstratable skill is quickness. Boy, he can get from point A to point B quickly. Really puts the defense in tough spots. What would you say if you were scouting? What would you say about him?
About Carson Pilgrim?
Yeah.
I'd say good hockey sense.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He had no choice. Growing up in the Tweet household. Stepfather Michael. Total hockey family. Ryan Lund, speaking of hockey families, Karam's one off the half wall. Feeding it all the way out. That could go on net. It does. Hammer steers it away. Another rough stat line for Hammer, but he's got the best save in either the boys and the girls game.
I feel like that save should count for 5.
It should. Actually, not a bad stat line if you look at it. 35 on 4. He's right at the.
Oh, they'll have 50 shots by the end of the game.
Yeah. He had 4 on 24. There's another one on Saturday, and you know, because I said he reminded me of a 38-year-old, that doesn't matter as long as we win and we win state. Wow, did he just do that? Holy smokes.
I thought Lundbaum had that goal.
He just did the splits and slammed the door again. And he's now at 38 shots on goal. 34 saves. Not bad for the Hammer.
What was that stat line you were just talking about?
I'm just saying, the typical stat line and for Hammer is 24 shots, 0 goals, 1 goal, you know. He's got some good numbers. You did a nice job of tracking them. He's at 941, 11-0, and 1.35.
Oh, boy, you could call wrestling on that.
Yeah. Yeah, he took Wenham down hard there.
Wensloff is now following him around the ice.
There's no call?
No.
So
I know, I'm a little surprised as well.
yeah, I mean, Hardwick's right. He's right. He's like, well, what are you doing? That's a penalty.
Could have called a couple of things there. You could have called holding, could have called interference.
Right. Yep, nope, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
There it is, the old makeup call.
Oh, what's French for makeup call?
Gosh, I don't know.
Yeesh.
That was ugly makeup call right there.
Well.
They didn't call it here. So then, the first contact, penalty.
A tale as old as time.
Yeah, wow, that was the most egregious one I've ever seen. And right now, Michael Tweet and Jay Hardwick are snickering at one another.
That's just what they do.
It is. Oh, nice save by Jones.
I keep waiting for Ryan Lund to get a hold of one like he did during the first period.
All right, so help me out here.
He's taken 6 shots.
Treo Jones
Okay.
are those navy blue Roseau youth razors he's wearing?
I don't know. He's got a blue-ish helmet as well.
Yeah. Maybe he just got called up from the Bantams this year. Maybe he was going to play Bantams, and they brought him up.
Research staff, get on that, please.
I know. I'm looking. I'll see there. And puck is cleared by the Rams. He's in 11th grade. It'd be hard to be a Bantam. Maybe he moved from a different community, and that's why he's got those. Maybe black breezers. I don't know. Sometimes they look black, and sometimes they look blue. He got a paddle on that one. Nice. There's Shagabe with a hat trick. Today I interviewed him, and he said he would rather get 3 assists than 3 goals. Well, I now calling him a liar. Wow. That is.
If it's the same player.
Is it a goalie?
It is.
Well, there you go.
How many goalies named Atreyu Jones are there?
I don't know, but there's a Atreyu Jones who played for the Arizona Bobcats?
Titans.
Titans.
We're getting nods of approval.
Yes. He's played well.
Good work, research staff.
We had one of our goal calls, the short side high, apparently was a shot off of Atreyu's head and went into the net.
Apparently.
We did not see it.
I thought it was just a nice short side shot.
So did I. Shagabe holds it. Finds Pilgrim. Tip. What a play. Treya Jones with another save. Bringing out Lundbaum to his forehand, now to his backhand. Loses it.
You know, Lundbaum has had how many chances? You want him to at least get a shot off.
Pilgrim looking to find Lund in the slot. Steered into the corner. Now Lundbaum again. Can he produce some more stuff? Yes. To Ernest. Ernest stops, shoots. Hits off Lund's stick and goes into the netting.
I don't know if Lund hadn't gotten his stick in the way of that one could have found the back of the net. What do you think, overtime?
I don't think so.
We're going to go to overtime?
I don't think so.
I think we might go to overtime.
Warroad fans chanting at the Roseau fans, beat the traffic, because they're starting to
clear out. It looks like they're listening, though. They're leaving.
Yeah, they're warming up the cars, and they'll be heading down Highway 11 back to the lone city with a hospital in Roseau County. I almost learned that one the hard way yesterday. Halverson, instead of shooting, looks to find a double-teamed Ernest. Ernest goes down. Wenham go to the box.
Sold that one pretty well.
Tackling, oh yeah, nicely. That was Dino Cicerelli. You probably don't even know who that is.
I do.
Oh, and a broken stick by Sunderland, just right over his knee.
Peyton, what are you doing?
Did you know that Garrett Wenham was one of my golf partners in the celebrity golf tournament last summer?
Oh, did you go to the celebrity golf tournament last summer?
I did.
Wow.
And
I had no idea.
We had a good time.
I had no idea.
I played with like his cousins, maybe? And they were from Bemidji.
You know, all these people walking out, they're going to turn right back around.
We're going to get a goal, and things are getting interesting. Jensen loses it to Shagabe. Shagabe quickly gets it to Pilgrim. Pilgrim says, I'm going alone.
What are you
guys?
You guys, where are you going?
They're so dangerous, aren't they? Look at this. We're just going to go back here and suffocate the puck for a little bit. And I'll swing it to Mr. Dangerous, the daredevil. Shagabe, who holds it on his stick. And he sweeps it to Lund, who thought about going north, but instead went south back to his defensive zone.
Good call by Lund.
Now George, my new favorite player. Shot, good save, hammer. What I mean by that is I didn't know much about Tanner George and what I've seen tonight. I'm sure he'll get a shout out this weekend on our high school hockey podcast. Airs on Sunday. Carson Pilgrim takes down Curious George, and he'll go to the box for absolutely no reason. And now they'll go back in the box, go back on the power play.
Well, that was...
Wait, they'll go 5-on-3 for 41 seconds.
That was stupid for several reasons.
I'm going to go quote Peter Rodney from this period. Peter, what was the attributable skill that you have for Carson Pilgrim? And you said hockey sense.
Yeah.
Did Carson display good hockey sense there?
Yep.
No further questions.
Yes, he
Your Honor.
did. Yes,
No
he
further
did.
questions.
He intimidated his opponent.
Okay, good. Ernest. That's got to be a shot there. I'm sorry. From Clint. I mean, I have a better opportunity than that. Now they're just passing around the perimeter, wasting the precious time. Now here we go. Ernest, he's not going to mess around.
Nope.
At least he shot it.
Well, in a perfect world, you'd like to score while it's 5-on-3 so that you
Yes.
can maintain the rest of that power play.
No, but Clint had an opening and probably does not have a green light to shoot. You know, he's probably got to get it to Jensen or George or Ernest.
Ernest the Furnace.
And they knew it. They just backed off and said, kind of like a point guard who doesn't have the ability to dribble drive, right? They just backed off and went into a zone. Here we go. Shot blocked by Lund, and that'll do it for the two-man advantage. Now there'll be one man for a minute 15. 6:09 to go in the game. 7-4, Warroad leads. Tony Scott and Peter Rodney on the call from Hockeytown, USA. Shot on, good save by Hampton Slukinski. Sure, his brother is watching.
What a move, what a move.
I think Grant's playing in Sioux City. One of the questions, I don't think it aired, but was, had they ever played on a organized hockey team before? They're both committed to Northern Michigan. And I think chances line up pretty good that it will happen.
Oh, good.
Just based on Hampton's age. Cutting through Ernest. They'll be together at least 1 year. It might be 2. I'm sure the Slukinskis have got the calendars out on that, but Grant, 2 years. Because Slukinski Hammer only has 2 years of eligibility left. And this year, Grant is out of it. So he'll be in. Ooh, big hit. Nasty shot. There's our guy again. Snake bit Lundbaum. Poor kid. He's had a ton of chances today.
Know if the Slukinskis are looking at lining up the schedules to make sure they get to both Hampton and Grant's games, they should give Kathy Brodzinski a call.
Yeah. Well, they will be playing college together at Northern Michigan.
Well, that must be nice. Kathy's chasing
Oh,
four boys all over the continent.
Well, and on top of that, before that, she was chasing Danny Cameronese as well, Michael's now wife. So it was an additional player to follow in the 18 and 22 Olympics before she retired.
And through all of that, Kathy still manages to get the ice scheduled at the
And the locker
super
room
rink.
designed.
Also ran a little interference for us during our last event. Thank you, Kathy.
Which time?
Somebody came in with the, I have a question, and Kathy intercepted the person and said, my staff can help you with that.
That's fantastic. Just one of those a tournament would be like a godsend for us. Lund, long feed
Oh,
to
boy.
Pilgrim. Pilgrim out of the penalty box. Shot save Jones.
They're going to call him for something.
A little bit of a hook, maybe a slash.
Not enough for her to call it a penalty,
I didn't
wouldn't
think it was
say.
a penalty either. That's Wensloff. I believe that's his second penalty of the
Is that
day.
his second? Oh, watch out. 2 more.
What?
2 more, and you got to miss the next game. Oh.
I don't think that's a rule.
I don't think it is
in
either.
USA.
My brain is so wired towards,
I know.
oh, this kid's got 2. All right, hey, 2 more.
You're done, pal. And are we going to get a timeout?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Clear the building 101 with a 3-goal lead. call a timeout. You'll clear the building. And look at it. They're all walking out.
You think Coach Hardwick did that just so he'd have an easier time getting out of the parking lot?
I think he does. I think Coach Hardwick probably has a assigned trail for the high school coach to his home.
The tentative date for that night has been set at January 9th, 2024 in the Memorial Arena in Roseau.
All right.
Look at that. The
Memorial
second
Building in Roseau.
annual Max rivalry game, tentatively set for January 9th, 2024 at the Memorial Building in Roseau.
Let's see what day of the week that is.
Nope. Nope.
What?
I'm just repeating it for the people at home. I'm not repeating it so that you can start scheduling things a year in advance.
It would be
Stop
less
it.
than a year
Stop
in advance.
it.
It's less than a year
Stop
in
it.
advance, Peter. Just do the math. What'd they say? The 10th?
How do you feel
9th?
right now?
It's
What's
Tuesday.
your temp right now? What's your temp?
It's,
Is your body kind of
it's
sore?
more than 98.6. I'll say that.
Remember this pain. Remember this pain. Anyway, back to the action on the ice.
Cordes finds Lund off the heel of his stick wide of the net. Lund shot. Hits
Oof,
something.
What was that?
Karam's
It's
high.
like a rainbow.
Minute 31 to go in the power play. 3:40 in the game. Pilgrim tackled a bit. And now George braces with Pilgrim, and Pilgrim wins it by a nose. And now he'll get it back. Oh, boy. I like this Tanner George more and more every shift. Just goes hard.
He's just so curious.
I don't know about that. I got to hear a Jack Johnson Curious George song. I think yours is going to be the banana pancakes, right?
I hate bananas.
Oh, but the song, which Jack Johnson Curious George song you like? Pilgrim.
Oh, man.
Hit back, loose. I don't know the exact
All the way
name
down.
of the song, but it's "We're Gonna Be Friends" is the song. It's
I've never
Curious
seen
George
that
song.
movie.
Oh yeah, it's a staple in our house. It was a staple with little kids. Curious George, my favorite stuffed animal as a kid. Maybe that's why Tanner's such a favorite. Lundbaum. He's got some room. Let's go for another one. Yeah, why not? Just- when we were growing up, Peter, there'd be these ticks. You'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then cross to make 5. If I
Yeah.
were doing ticks right now for Lundbaum, I'd be on my 3rd row right now of missed opportunities.
You know, the next time he takes the ice, he's going to score 5
11.
times. Right?
He's gonna have 11.
He's going to score 5 times.
I like the kid. He works hard.
I also want to point out that could have gone horribly, horribly wrong. He and a Warroad defender came so close to going knee to knee at full speed.
Yeah, there
Thank
could have been a
goodness.
season-ending injury on
Thank
that.
goodness
I
they
agree.
evaded contact.
They contacted each other, but it wasn't. It was just light. Oh, Sunderland just going long, up 3s. He's going deep.
Man, that's 1/2/red/blue
Warroad
slash.
bench. None too
Yeesh.
pleased with that one. We have a goalie pull. There must be a penalty. Finally, they got their arms up.
Looks like Gavin Jensen's going to get an early start on the end of the game.
Was it him?
Yeah.
That's good. You should be a ref. I would be the worst ref on penalty calls. I see the penalty, but I never know the number. So I'd be going over and I'd be like, yeah, 11 for Slash. Like, I'm not even on the ice.
Are you trying to say that refereeing might be a little harder than it looks?
Yeah, and I would get more offsides and icings wrong than the average ref because it's not easy. It's really easy when you're standing in the crowd with your Yeti cup on the blue line.
If you're standing in
still,
the crowd,
that in front shot off the post.
and you're only looking at one thing, then yeah, it's probably pretty easy.
The best is the parents that look at the kid. So anytime the kid gets wronged, dear Lord, call Congress.
You know what happens when you do call Congress? You get an answering
You
machine.
do. Here comes Shaga Bay. High slot feed to Lund, who's probably equally as snake bit as Lundbaum.
I want to talk to Ryan after this game. I want to test his stick to see if he's got too much flex in that thing.
Oh, boy. I had the chance to coach Ryan in the summer of 2017. One of the most athletic kids I've ever coached.
Certainly.
Holy smokes.
Not knocking his hockey ability.
Oh
He just seems to be
gosh.
really kind of struggling to hang on to some of these passes.
Oh, wow. He can shoot, skate, he can do it all. There's a reason he's one of the few elite league kids when he was coming out of Bantams. Under a minute to go now. Saucer feed. Right for Comstock.
Uh-oh, here we go.
And nice hustle. Shot right into the chest protector of Hammer.
Gosh, you see how fast he picked that up?
That was a nice
Picked up a
shot by
drop stick.
Jake Queen. Jake's got 12 points on the year. Well, I got a lot in the oven here out of these two games. I think we've learned quite a bit for the second half of boys high school season. Ernest, shot, long rebound.
Now there's
Guess who?
that rebound.
Guess who?
My guy, Curious George.
No, that was Lundbaum again. Get your pencil out. Pencil without an eraser at the end.
Poor
Half one
Lundbaum.
from the mini golf course. And this will do it. Last shot. That one goes wide. And that'll do it. The first Max rivalry game goes to Warroad. 7-4. Final shots on goal. 44-31 in favor of Roseau. I really enjoyed my time with you tonight, Peter. Thanks to our staff, Matt Jasper and Justin Moss and Greg Tinty back in the Twin Cities. An entire group effort to put on a first-class delivery as we did tonight. Proud of our efforts. We can't wait to get back here, Hockeytown, USA soon. For all my staff, I'm Tony Scott. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys around the rink.
In December of 2018, Max Marvin took his own life. The fact that he took his life was tragic and shocking to everyone who knew him. Max made the world a better place while he was here. He was one of the rare people who, even as a teenager, had a dynamic and magnetic personality. Those closest to him want to make the world a better place after he is gone. Shortly after Max passed away, the Max Foundation was launched with the goal to strive for mental wellness among our young people by drawing attention to mental health issues so that young people can find the help that Max did not. And in accomplishing that goal, honor the memory of this captivating young man, Max Marvin.